Hello fellow football connoisseurs and welcome back to the quick take. I hope you're all doing extremely well on this fine Friday afternoon. And the only thing I can really say is I'm sorry. I'm sorry I've not been uploading. I'm sorry I fell behind. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I lost a lot of motivation to do a lot of things in life recently for these past few weeks, but I feel like I'm in a much better place. I feel like I'm a lot happier to start doing the things that I love, which is, again, making videos for you guys and talking about the best football club in the world, Chelsea. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing today. So if you're ready, join me. Breaking: Cole Palmer is the Premier League player of the month. Now, of course, Chelsea this season, after I stopped uploading videos, have been phenomenal. Maybe that's why. Maybe I've just jinxed the entire season and maybe we are now going to get relegated because the TQT is now back uploading YouTube videos. But Chelsea, again, this season have been fantastic. We are sitting 4th in the Premier League table on 14 points, 3 behind Arsenal, 3 behind Man City, and 4 behind Liverpool. But we're on points with Brighton. We're on points of Aston Villa, who were fantastic last season, and Brighton are 2 points behind us, sniffing the top 5, top 4 battle. But Chelsea this season have been much better than the dribble that we saw last season under Mauricio Pochettino and his predecessor Graham Potter. Again, Enzo Maresca, absolutely phenomenal job. When he came in, I was a skeptic. I wanted an established manager. I wanted a Hansi Flick, who, let's be honest, is doing actually a fantastic job with Barcelona, who currently sit top of the table on 24 points. Fantastic season for Barcelona so far with Hansi Flick in charge. I also wanted Julian Nagelsmann, but that's obvious. I mean, Julian Nagelsmann made my channel basically me discussing him, me linking him to Chelsea, me designing a team in which I think would fit best his style and philosophy, but he didn't obviously come and he's still just doing his own thing at the moment. And so we ended up with Enzo Maresca. It was between him and the Ipswich manager, and I didn't really like him either. So we ended up with actually the best of the bunch there. And since he's come in, he's actually turned this club into a serious establishment once again. And for that, I'm grateful. He's also managed to continue getting the best out of the likes of players like Cole Palmer, who I actually thought might have been a bit restricted under Enzo Maresca, because Enzo Maresca likes to play a lot more tactical, whereas a manager like Mauricio Pochettino, he'd allow players like Cole Palmer to be a lot more free-flowing in the attack, and I thought that's maybe where Cole Palmer maybe got a lot of his goals and assists from, his ability to not be restricted in such tactical role, where he's just allowed to be, as I said, free-floating, be where he wants, get into the positions where he wants and not be restricted. You got to be here at this point, you got to be here at that point. He's been allowed to really, well, there's only one word for it, cook. On the ball, fantastic player. Off the ball, fantastic player. His eye for goal, his eye for creativity, passes, just unbelievable first touches, takes him away from players, puts him on one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He's just an unbelievable phenom player. Generational talent. That word gets thrown around a lot these days. I've heard it used towards players like Bukayo Saka. No. Cole Palmer is a generational talent. He is a player who you think he could win the Ballon d'Or one day. He could be up there with the likes of Jude Bellingham. He could be up there with the likes of Kevin De Bruyne in terms of their impact on the game, in terms of their veracity in the game. I think Cole Palmer is going to be one of those players. I mean, we see it here from his recent games. It's been absolutely phenomenal. I mean, in the past few games, he has been on fire. Assist against Nottingham Forest. 4 goals against Brighton, a hat-trick and a penalty. He scored against West Ham, assist against Crystal Palace. He got a hat-trick of assists and a goal against Wolves. He has been absolutely incredible. And that effort has, in fact, won him the Premier League Player of the Month award. And he's not the only player in Chelsea's attack who's been absolutely brilliant. Nicholas Jackson has been much improved. We've also had players like Jadon Sancho come in and hit the ground running, getting assists left, right and centre. We got other players like Christopher Nkunku, who is again finding his footing at Chelsea after dealing with a lot of injuries. Mykhailo Mudryk isn't really hitting the heights that we thought he would, and Enzo Maresca has been very blunt with that, which I love. I love that from Maresca. Be blunt with these players. Don't blow smoke up our... Be blunt with them and be blunt with us. Tell us what's happening. let them know if they're not performing. And that's exactly what he's done with Mykhailo Mudryk. And I think that's going to be motivation to him. I think that's going to push him to be the better version of himself. But getting back to Cole Palmer, and myself included, because I had a back and forth with Pice a year ago. Yes, a year ago. Can you believe it? People had different opinions 12 plus months ago. In my mind, I thought going after a player like Xavi Simons, or going after a player like Florian Wirtz, or going after a player like Ryan Cherki, maybe Cherki was questionable, but going after a player like Xavi Simons would have been, or Mohamed Kudus would have been a smarter option than going for Cole Palmer, who at that point, in my mind, hadn't proven his worth in terms of being that player to really take us to the next level. Of course, I was completely wrong. I hold my hand up, and I'm very happy to admit when I'm wrong, because I think there's nothing worse than when you know you're wrong and you just keep going anyway because you just look like an idiot. I was wrong about Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer, take a bow, son. You have proved me so wrong, and I'm so happy that you have. We are very, very lucky to have him at the club, and I think we are going to do a lot of great things with him in the attack. But again, fantastic season so far under Enzo Maresca, who also won the Manager of the Month award, and I couldn't be happier that we are having this fantastic run of form. Of course, Chelsea do have some interesting games coming up, which will really test Chelsea and test us as to whether or not this is just a patch of form, or if we are actually the real deal. I think we are the real deal, but I'm just saying. So we got Liverpool next, which will be interesting. Then we got Newcastle, tough game at Stamford Bridge. And then we have Newcastle at St James's Park in the EFL Cup. Then Manchester United, Noah in the Conference League. We're playing it as a guy called Noah. And then there's Arsenal at Stamford Bridge on the 10th of November, 2024, followed up 2 weeks later by Leicester away at Leicester. A return to Leicester for Enzo Maresca. And it's not only Enzo Maresca who's been doing fantastic with Chelsea. Sonia Bamposta, the Chelsea Women's Manager, has also won the Manager of the Month. So not only are Chelsea winning the Manager of the Month awards for the Premier League and for the Women's Super League, but we are also having players like Cole Palmer winning Player of the Month awards. And I don't think that'll be his last Player of the Month award this season, or in fact his last Player of the Month award in the near future. Chelsea are in a fantastic place right now, and in my opinion, it is only onwards and upwards for the pride of London. It's not going to be a long video today. I just wanted to get back into the swing of things and again, say thank you to you guys for having your patience. Again, I really apologize for my lack of uploads. It's not fair on you guys. You guys deserve consistent uploads every single day, and I have failed to give you that. I'm going to try my best to give you the best version of myself in these videos. And again, I just thank you for your patience, and thank you for the support on the channel. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. I've been The Quick Take, and I'll catch you all on the next one. See you later.